guys, I am here to answer a question I had. Someone asked me if there was one herb, one stone, one oil, and one candle you could use for everything. And the answer is yes, there is. I use a plethora of things because, and I love saying that word plethora, because I choose to. But if you're only able to use one of each item, there are those one of each items you can use. So the herb would be rosemary. Rosemary is an all-purpose herb. It is a substitute for every other herb, and it can work for any item you need it. Any instance you need it to work for. It is a protection herb, a healing herb, a hoodoo herb, a revenge herb, a road opener herb, a money herb. It is an everything herb. It will work for you regardless of what your intention is. As long as you put the intention in it and your energy in it, it will do what you need it to do. So rosemary is an all-purpose herb, and it is a substitute for every other herb. It will do what you need it to do, rosemary. So that's your one herb that you could use for any intention you have. Your one crystal that you could use for any intention you have is, of course, a quartz crystal. It doesn't need to be this big. Any quartz crystal will do. A small point would do it for you. But if you could only come across one stone that you need to do any working you have, a quartz crystal will do it. It will do, look at me, I've got my 6 eyes on, sorry about that. It will do a protection for you. It will do a healing for you. It will do any intention you put into that quartz crystal, it will do for you. It can also help to charge your other stones if you charge it by the moon. If you have another stone that you need charged, a quartz crystal can do that as long as it is charged. So quartz crystal would be your one stone. For me, the one candle would be black. The reason is because if you put every color together, you're going to get black. So black to me is the one candle you could use that would do just about anything you needed to do. Whether it's good or bad, black candles will do it for you. A lot of people will say a white candle. The problem is a white candle doesn't cover every color, and a black candle does. So if you needed a yellow candle, for instance, a black candle will substitute. For any color that you have, a black candle will take care of that. So black is my choice for any color. And as far as oil goes, I would say an all-purpose fire oil would be your best bet. All-purpose fire oil covers just about anything, and I can give you the ingredients for that. It will cover your healing, it will cover your protection, it will cover revenge spells, it will cover love, it will cover just about anything you need it to cover. And I'll give you the recipe for mine. Mine may not be the same as others, and you can remove or put what you feel you need in it. But it is an all-purpose oil. So my recipe, let me grab it, because I don't remember every recipe I make, is of course the general rule for making fire oil is there are certain ingredients you need to include. So those certain ingredients are, of course, you need a bottle. Mine is a small bottle, so I don't need as many ingredients, as many items in my small bottle as some people put in a larger bottle. If you were doing a larger bottle, of course, you'd need more ingredients of each. But so you get your bottle, you cleanse it with your Palo Santo or any other way that you choose to cleanse your bottle. And then you would use cinnamon. I only have a large half stick in here, but it is a very, very large around, as big as I could get through the hole. So quite a bit of cinnamon. I have a full entire palm full of pepper flakes because I wanted it good and strong. I also added cayenne. The pepper flakes work to speed. The cinnamon works as a fire element. The pepper flakes also work as a fire element and to speed the spell. Salt works as a protectant. I put salt in there. I also added I added regular salt and I added black salt. It has oil, of course, your oil of choice. I used canola oil in mine. It has rose and orris, both to cover love and passion. It has rosemary in it to cover healing and protection and anything I might have missed. It also has sage in it for protection. It has star anise to, I can't remember where I put the star anise, but it does have star anise. I wrote down the ingredient and I did not put the reasoning. It has basil. It has, I can't read my own handwriting there. I think it says valerian. Oh, it does say valerian, and that would be to calm nerves. It has ginger, would be another reason, would be anxiety. And it has angelica to boost the power of it. And that's what my fire oil has. And that would be an all-purpose oil. It covers everything from hexing and revenge spells to road opener to love to anything you need it to cover. So that would be my one oil that you would need. And so yes, you could get just one of each item and be just fine if that's all you could do. I know that the oil calls for a lot more items than just one, but if you could not do all of these things, rosemary oil would do it. Rosemary, as I said, is a substitute for any herb, and you could use rosemary and oil and have just as much coverage for anything you needed. So rosemary and oil would be just as good as all of these herbs and oil. If you could throw some pepper flakes in there with that rosemary, you'd be good to go as far as an all-purpose fire oil is. Cayenne would even help speed the spell up, whatever spell it is you're using it for. So there you go. Those are my choices for one of each item, and I hope this helped you out. Remember that you're all divine and sacred beings of light and love, and I love each and every one of you. And I will see you again soon.